Hey bro, where are you going? Subscribe now. We will start from Zoro. We have obviously the tier 1, tier 1.5, tier 2.
Yeah, we'll go by
trash.
order. Like, we will not miss anything.
Yeah. And we already set up at the trash because, yeah, we want to
Like,
know
it's trash.
time.
No point in
Please don't
speaking
play
about
these
trash.
decks. Red Zoro. For me in OP9, it's just fun. It's not a tier
Yeah,
2.
it's fun. Fun, because you lose versus Doflamingo, so I don't think that's a very good point. I think Doff is kind of the benchmark of the format. If you don't win, or like you don't play at least even versus Doffy, I don't think the deck is like playable. But I mean, it's fun. You can win, I think, versus Stitch. I think, but I mean, I think it's still decent for Zoro versus Stitch, but I wouldn't put it anywhere else other than fun, because I don't think it's very good deck at the moment.
No, it's fine, it's fine. Now next deck, Trafalgar Law. Boys, that are
Trafalgar Law
Zoro,
is the emblem of
Luffy.
having fun. So Red Green Law is very decent versus versus Doffy, because you have the Otamas, you can bounce the Otamas, you can loop the Otamas and like trade on their board. But I mean, how can you play Red Green Law into like Teach, into Lucci, into
No,
I mean,
it's just fun.
it's too hard for you, honestly. Yeah,
Another
Smoker is
good deck.
decent. I mean, it's super decent. I mean, I don't know. I don't think I'd put it in tier 1.5, but it's honestly at least tier 2. Because
I agree on the tier 2. Because now is power play, Moria, Tashigi, Isho.
yeah, Tashigi is on play effect. It's not on play, so I mean, it
still have some play, but Kego Moria,
yeah,
the most powerful play of black decks in general.
yeah. But honestly, I don't know, overrating Teach is that good, in the sense that I think black decks are still decent, because versus everything else, Moria is still online. You can still play Moria and it still does the same thing. So
no, sure.
I wouldn't put them too low on the tier list. Like, I think a couple of black decks with Moria are going to be tier 1.5 for sure. And I mean Smoker is a decent black deck, so I would put it at least in tier 2.
One Piece fa schifo. Follow. Wait, mi piace. Thank you, bro. Monkey D. Garp, red black. Bro, this is just
fun deck. It's a very fun deck. Michele Papa deck. The Nike the Pope deck.
Michele Papa deck. Edward Newgate.
Edward Newgate. Honestly,
the last deck of the trio, I think.
Honestly, it's like
for me.
It's fun. I don't want to be like offensive, but I don't know why you would play Edward Newgate when Shanks does literally this almost the same thing.
And it's more strong.
Like you are more resilient. You are a leader with the 5 life. So I mean, I don't know why you would play Newgate over like Shanks.
Newgate.
But I mean, it still has the appeal of having like Newgate as your leader, because you like the character.
Yeah.
9 cost Whitebeard is still a crazy card. But I don't know why you would play this when like Doffy is around and Pudding is like super popular.
I agree.
I don't know how you can't even play. You can't play around Pudding with this deck.
No, you can. You can. I mean, and now Iceberg, bro.
Another super fun leader. The Abby 01 All Star.
The most hated deck, Nami. I lost to Nami in Utrecht in OP 8.5. Yeah, let's go. So
let's go.
I don't like it. I don't wanna see another Nami in OP9. Please, we have.
I mean, Nami. I would put Nami probably in tier 2, because like you lose versus Doffy, so that's.
You have to lose to Teach probably.
Yeah, you lose to Teach as well. You hard to lose to Teach, I think. I think you hard.
I think it's more played against Doffy probably.
Yeah, probably Doffy is a little bit better.
Yeah, Nami tier 2. Still tier 2 because
I think tier 2 is decent.
No, it's fine. It's fine because he got the new Nami. So...
She got the new Nami, but overall her matchup like worsened, because the Teach and Doffy are two very hard matchups for the deck.
No, I agree, but I don't want to see another Nami. Please, boys, don't play Nami. Charlotte, Katakuri, yeah, yellow deck. I think in this moment, probably tier 2. I don't want to put Katakuri in fun.
Because Katakuri is not fun in the first place.
It's not fun in the first place.
If you know me, you know how much I hate this deck, and I hate yellow as a color in general.
I think all the people hate Katakuri.
But I mean, it could be tier 2. It's probably like more on tier 2 than fun. Because like there is no fun in playing Katakuri, honestly.
I agree on the fact of the
no offense. Queen is fun.
Like
I mean, Queen is fun, honestly.
The previous Enel, Queen.
Yeah, the The OP4 Enel. Crocodile is fun.
Crocodile is alive only for killing me at
the Sands. The Sands.
Yeah, it's just fun.
The Sands is fun. It's fun. You play Miss All Sunday, the most beautiful character in One Piece.
It's Rebecca now. Rebecca for me.
I don't know. I don't know about Rebecca. I love Rebecca as a as a leader. I played her back in OP04.
I think it's
and
my
I love her.
deck.
Yeah, I mean, it's probably like my second most favorite leader at the moment. But I don't think it's like if it's in tier 2, it's like at the bottom of tier 2. It's like on the verge of fun.
It's tier 2. Now Zephyr, bro, it's just fun for me.
It's
but
fun, of course.
Lactose like a lot this deck, but for me it's just
fun.
I
know Lactose loves Zephyr. And he always like complains when we put him in trash. So we will not.
And now it's not in trash.
This time it's not in trash.
And now next deck, green purple Doflamingo.
It's a question mark. You don't know if it's good.
Yeah, you don't know if it's good or not, but for me it's not tier 2 probably.
I don't know. I'd probably put it in fun because
I don't know 100% what this deck can do. But it's
but
still
the thing is like
or tier 2 or fun. Yeah, just
the thing is the reason you play this deck is like to counter pick Blue Doffy because you have the 5-cost cage, the bird cage.
Yeah.
But if you don't face Doffy, this deck I don't know how this deck fares against the rest of the meta because I don't play it, so I'm not confident in like putting it above fun tier. I don't know what the deck can do, but I've seen like in Japan, in Asia, one of the biggest events was won by this deck, or like one of the person who won this deck, won the event, plays this deck a lot, and it says it's pretty decent in OP09 meta. So I don't know. Maybe someone will show us the way.
Now RP Monkey D. Luffy. For me, this is the first tier 1.5 deck. I have 3 lives, but it's good. 6k base leader, and some good cards. We got a lot of good cards, purple good cards. Like the event one cost event, like the
1-cost event is like the best card that this deck got, honestly. Like besides the 9-cost Luffy, the Rush Luffy.
Yeah,
but
the Rush Luffy.
The 1-cost event is crazy.
I think this is the first tier 1.5 deck. I don't know if you agree or not.
I have played it quite a lot, and if you are tech versus Doffy, I think it's pretty decent. It's a pretty decent deck. I don't think you necessarily like lose versus Stitch, but I feel like it's hard. But honestly, I feel like it's still a 1.5 tier deck.
It's a good deck. I think I have a good matchup in general in the meta, so yeah.
It has decent matchups. Yeah.
It's good. And you have to pay attention always when you're against this deck. Have a lot of finisher, like the Nika. Okay?
Yeah, Nika and both Nika and Roger. Yeah.
So yeah, for me it's a tier 1.5. Now RP as a skill. Deck is good, have a really good place, and a lot of people don't know about this play, obviously, because until now I think this deck was just trash. I think we can put it on tier 2, probably. Tier 2. Uta.
Yeah, Uta. Uta is very good. Don't sleep on Uta, guys.
Don't sleep on Uta.
Super good.
Okay. Fresh. No. Sorry.
No. Uta is good.
I don't know. You have to talk about Uta because I didn't.
Uta is good. Uta is good. I'm testing her. Doffy matchup is good. because you can play like you can counter all of the attacks while still keeping your hand count pretty high, because
Okay.
you need to play around
Your
pudding,
insights.
and you can play for 8 cost kid.
Okay.
You win versus Shanks because you have 9 cost Shanks, because this completely obliterates Shanks. Plus, playing with the 8 cost kid makes you win versus red in general. You are like pretty safe versus Teach, because like your only on plays are 7 cost Luffy and 4 cost Brook, but your leader still like pluses off of leader effect, so it's still good versus Teach. And in general, she wins besides Doffy, which is like the hardest. I feel like she has like most winning matchups out of all the decks I played, like tried for OP09. But if you like face Lucci, I think you lose. Lucci is probably the hardest matchup, but Lucci is even if it's good, it's probably not going to be as popular as it was before. It remains to be seen. Honestly, personally, I'd put her in tier 1.5, but since I don't know about Lucci's presence in the meta, I would put her in tier 2. Probably top of tier 2.
Okay. Okay. Zoro and Sanji. The Midnight Deck. Il deck di mezzanotte.
I faced him in Utrecht. And I
And
obliterated him.
your opinion about that? About this deck? I think for me it's fun.
It's super fun. It's super fun. It's crazy fun. Like the ability to bounce one of your like characters to restand another in like plays like almost like a low-esque kind of way. But I don't think it's that good. I think you lose versus Doffy. I think Doffy destroys you.
Yeah, probably.
I think you probably can win versus Stitch. I think you probably win versus Stitch, because like you attack so many times. But I think Teach can like clear your board and not stay behind on life and board. I don't know. It's decent.
So Purple Luffy. For me,
I talk about Purple Luffy a lot of times.
It's a tier 1.5, not a tier 1. For
I
me.
don't know. I don't
The
know.
problem, I will explain why. The problem of Purple Luffy, he got a lot of cards, a lot of big good cards. It's more consistent now, but you have to see well always. So that's the problem. And I think the matchup against Doflamingo,
PGP,
it's okay, but yeah, you are. It's like 60% for Doflamingo probably. Or
the thing is like the card that makes you win versus Doffy, which is 7 cost kid, is not searchable. So that's probably like the inconsistent part. But honestly, besides that, the deck like almost always like puts the perfect curve, because you have such consistency now with the 1 cost low plus Zoro-Juro on 4. If you see at least Zoro-Juro or low, you are probably like almost always guaranteed to hit your curve. Like it can happen sometimes, but I don't think like it's too inconsistent.
Yeah, you are more consistent
or at
now,
least,
but
like honestly, I think Shanks is far more inconsistent than Luffy.
I agree. I agree with that.
Because like your 8 cost characters, which are good, which are Dragon and Rayleigh, are not searchable, so it's kind of the same thing.
No, so I agree. I would put it,
like,
agree with this.
If it's tier 1.5, it's the best tier 1.5 deck. Tier 1.25.
A solid pick, but it's not the best pick, in my opinion. Now, Belo Betty, the cheat deck.
Belo Betty, it's
the
good.
The cheat deck, yeah.
Win. Tier 2, I think tier 2 is not an unpopular like opinion.
But the point is of Belo Betty always, if people just know how to play against Belo Betty, you don't win a lot of games, okay? Because against Belo Betty, you don't have to attack the first turns. When you have built your board,
the new koala is good. New koala is good.
No, God support, yeah, for sure.
It's good. Don't sleep on Belo Betty.
Don't sleep on Belo Betty, but I think a lot of deck can have a general gameplay against Belo Betty that makes harder old games for Belo Betty. Like
yeah.
Okay, if you play well, it's always harder to win. So That's the point.
understand.
It's similar the situation, but obviously it's not the same. But that's the point. That's what I mean.
Mid tier 2, I agree. I agree
tier
with the
2.
comment.
Sabo now without the black color so present in the meta, I think lost a lot
best.
of.
It's fun at best, if not
It's
even
fun,
trash.
it's fun.
I love Sabo, but I don't think it's that good.
Uta, for me,
I don't know. It's fun.
it's not trash, but it's just fun.
Emilio plays Uta, likes this leader for no particular reason.
I played some games against deck, but for me it's just fun. Enel,
I don't know about Enel, honestly. Trash.
trash. Yeah,
but
let's
I don't.
go.
I don't know.
Enel,
I don't know
trash.
about Enel. With the purple Luffy being more like played, it's kind of hard for you because you don't ever win versus the purple Luffy. I feel
And
like.
I think against Teach it's really hard too.
I don't know. I don't know about that. I don't really know. I don't really know how to.
The fact is you cannot use your
Yeah, with the 10
leader
cost
effect.
each, but I don't know about that.
You
like
cannot
100%.
use Yamato.
Like
you cannot use.
Like yeah. But I've seen like some of Teach versus Enel, and if Enel starves, I think it's not in a bad position. Like it's not such a bad matchup as like we first understood, like first theorized back when Teach was like announced. But I don't know. I honestly don't know. I don't know where. I don't even know where to put him. I don't think like it's tier 1.5.
No. For me it's on tier 2. Nante, pericolo costante. Se posso dire.
Fun. The fun leader.
Yeah.
I love Rosinante.
Just
I love Rosinante.
Fun. Gecko Moria, fun too. I don't think. Can
No,
be better.
I don't know. I don't think there's much.
I think
to
it's
be
Mocha.
said,
It's
like,
better now.
Perona is fun.
Perona fun.
I don't think it's going to be anything other than fun.
Perona fun. Reiju. I don't have a lot of words on Reiju, but I think it's tier 2.
Yeah. Because like the Doffy matchup is decent, and yesterday at locals, like Reiju beat 3 Teaches. I don't know if like the Teach is played bad, or like if the deck has actually a good matchup. But honestly, on paper, I don't think it's that good. Because like even if you can like transform your baby rangers into the big ones, they still have all on-play effects. So I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it.
I think it's tier 2. Not tier 1.5, but the deck is good. Yamato, Grillo, tier 2. I guess Stitch is good. I don't think it's really good into the off. Yeah, that's obviously. But I guess other decks it's good. I think it's good into Luffy Purple too. And Teach. So yeah, I think can take the spot in tier 2. Now another question deck, bro. Because Monkey D Luffy, Black Yellow, the deck will just dominate these 2 meta.
I went 5-0 yesterday night at locals with the Black Yellow Luffy.
And you wanna see my opinion about this deck?
Yeah. Tier 1. I don't know how I feel about that.
I don't know if it's tier 1 or tier 1.5. I have to think about these two.
I think it depends on how the meta develops and how popular is Stitch.
In the start of the form, because this is just the start, obviously, I think we can put this deck in tier 1.5. Just that.
Yeah.
But
I think 1.5.
So good.
1.5 is fair. Like the same way I put like Uta in tier 2 applies here, since we still don't know how the meta will develop. I think tier 1.5 is like fair for the deck. It's a fair assessment of what the deck can do.
Portagast DA is fun.
Yeah. Not much to be said. I love the deck though. It's kind of fun.
Yeah, but I think the brother to Sabo, Radial, still fun. Not tier 2.
Yeah,
I think just fun. Yeah, Vegapunk, the genius deck, the deck of
the genius deck, tier 2.
The Rico's deck,
good deck,
tier 2. Yeah, I have
of
pretty decent matchup against Doflamingo, because at 1 dawn you put a character who can just start to challenge his board Okay.
Yeah,
If you
okay,
don't
I
start
get it.
really good, you can play against
Plus, like
Doflamingo.
you can play Luffy again for one cost. So
And if
I
if
think
he
it's good.
attacks
I
if
think
he
it's
attacks you,
good.
it's good for you because you just start to trigger and put the body on board, and you can trade all his board. That's the point. Vegapunk, it's good against Stitch. Foxy,
Yeah.
i piccoli colpi di
Fox is
genio.
tier 2 as well. Fox is good. Fox is good. He's very good.
Rob Lucci.
Yeah.
A lot of people asked about this deck. For me, it's still good in OP9. Have a really good matchup into Doffy. Obviously, can lose to Doffy. It's not impossible to win with Doffy against Lucci. But have a really good matchup into it. Can play against Stitch. It's not always a lose because you have some cards like Kaido. So you can play against deck. You have the Luffy Nightmare. You can play some Tech for that matchup. So I think the deck still tier 1.5. Not tier 1, but tier 1.5. Hancock, blue Hancock. I think with Doflamingo in meta, you cannot play another blue deck, so it's fun. Probably tier 2. It's good, but why you have to pick Hancock over Doflamingo? Bonney. I think this deck passed from tier 1.5 to tier 2. It's not meta for Bonney. I think it's tier 2. Yeah, put tier 2 here.
In OP10 she gets new support and it's actually really good. She becomes like almost tier 1 again. Like almost tier 1, not jokingly.
The fact of Bonney, it's obviously so strong always. So if we get some support for Bonney, the deck will just come back in the top spots of the meta. But in this moment, with this meta, with Black Yellow as a good matchup, just become not popular like before.
I think she can be tier 1.5. Probably the worst tier 1.5. Yeah. Let's put her in tier 1.5 because Teach is like the worst matchup. You understand that the deck loses versus the Teach, and you don't play against Teach in the sense that you don't build to win versus Teach.
I don't know. For me, you lose from the top 2 decks, and against Lucci, it's obviously always bad. Against Purple Luffy, you said one. And against Black Yellow, you have a good matchup.
Black Yellow is good. Red Purple Luffy is good as well. I don't know, eh? I think tier 1.5 is fair for
we wanna trust Bonney.
I think it's still Bonney, man.
I don't know. I trust you, but for me it's tier 2. Put in tier 1.5, but in my personal opinion, it's tier 2.
I mean, if we're going by the same principle that we don't know if the meta shapes up to be like what we are expecting, then if Teach is not played, Bonney is so good. Bonney is good. Then you get what I'm saying. Even if you like lose versus Doffy, but I mean, it's not like it's 70-30. It's like 55-45, 60-40 maybe. I think it's good.
The Italian deck.
The Italian special. Let's
ST14.
go.
Our deck. I think this deck loses a lot. We can just put in. I don't wanna say fun, but
no, it's tier 2. It's tier 2.
I don't wanna say fun because it's Heartbreak.
No, you still. I think versus Teach we are not that like behind.
No. But
because you can play. Because you can play. Yeah, Doffy is bad, but I think the playing like the Straw Hat version could still be decent. Because you have besides like Robin, which has an on play, and Moria, you play Brook, and they usually. I don't know, but usually Teach tends to not discard on like 5 Dawn, so I think you can still play your Sanji and having its effect. But like having Robin and Brook on the field plus Jack, like in the following turns, plus you can play Kaido as well. I don't think it's that bad. I think it's still doable.
Marco, tier 2.
I don't know about Marco. I've never played Marco and I don't like the deck, honestly.
I played it and it's good. I have some power play. Teach. I think you never win against Teach. Against Doffy, you're good. Wait, you have 4 life, so Doffy can.
I don't know. I think you can win versus
but you
Doffy.
You played White Beat 7 cost. You play.
I don't know. I don't know. If it's that easy.
You can play against Doffy. Wait.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm just saying
For sure.
shit in this moment because you can play against Doffy. So no, the deck it's okay. Tier 2 for me. Carrot, I think it's fun. Don't think it can be better.
Yeah, it's
So,
okay. It's okay. It's okay.
Okay. King, I think it's still fun.
Yeah.
Not better.
Not
Charlotte
really much to be said.
Pudding. I think
I
with
don't
this
know.
deck you lose a lot against Doffy, no? For life, don't do a lot
Yeah,
of
versus
good things.
Doffy. Yeah, versus Doffy and the teacher.
Against Teach you lose, I think, probably. So, yeah, fun too. Calgara?
It's fun.
Just aggro deck. Just fun.
Yeah.
Chopper, fun.
Chopper is kinda trash. But okay.
No.
Let's pretend he's
Tony
decent.
Chopper, bro. Sanji, Red Sanji, the aggro
Fun.
deck. I think you can
Fun.
win against only Teach, probably. For the rest, you lose always. No?
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Probably you win against only Teach. So, yeah, I'll put it in fun. Monkey D. Luffy. This deck, I think it's so good. In my opinion. I think it's so good. So fun to play. And I only played against it, but I saw the potential in my opinion. Like it's okay.
No, like if Teach didn't exist and like Doffy was the only hard matchup, this deck would probably be one of the best.
You play against Doffy. That's the point.
It's kind of okay. I think probably the worst part about the deck is its inconsistency. Besides the one cost searcher with the low, you need to see 3 ghosted Zoro on 3. Otherwise the deck is kinda behind, because the point is like you can ramp into Moria easily, but if you don't have Zoro, you always lose. Yeah, you need to see Zoro. Yeah, I think it's 1.5.
I like a lot deck. Probably
I think besides Teach and Doffy, you probably like win versus almost everything else. Like you probably win versus everything else.
Okay, Shanks, in my opinion, it's good. It's tier 1.5 deck. The point is you have to see everything perfect, all in curve, and you don't have some cards just help you in.
No, you have no search. You have no search. But I feel like it's still decent. Like it's still good. You still have quite a lot of plays. I love the deck. Honestly, I played it at one local and like I felt like the deck was shit. But it was probably my build. But overall, I think the deck is fun to play. It's not really unfun. I feel like maybe
not unfun.
Yeah, but I like Shanks as a character, so maybe I'm biased. But it's decent. It's probably the deck with the most 50-50s out of everyone in the format.
I think Shanks is tier 1.5, but in this moment don't have the potential to become a tier 1, in my opinion. I don't know if exists some build we can just put Shanks in tier 1, but I don't think exists in this meta. I think the best of this deck it's just tier 1.5. Now let's talk about the king of this format. I don't think we need some words about that, but it's tier 1.
Yeah. No new card from OP09, still the best deck in the format.
It's the best, and probably OP10. We need a ban. If you wanna pick one deck and play against probably everything, you have to pick Doflamingo in this moment. Yeah. You don't have other choice.
Probably the most consistent deck in the format, honestly.
Buggy, I never played this deck. I just saw this deck sometimes, but I think this deck it's a tier 2. Probably in this moment without the promo. Nico Robin, purple yellow. For me it's just I don't know if
fun.
Tier 2.
No, I think it's fun.
For me it's fun, yeah, probably.
Yeah, it's not that good.
And
for life
Lim
leader,
2. Lim 2 it's fun.
I love Lim. I think it will be one of the top decks in OP10. But she has no support now. You can't really make a cohesive. You can't really make a cohesive deck list now because you have no Odyssey cards. There are too few Odyssey cards.
The really good play can do Lim in this moment. It's Zoro at turn 4. probably. I don't think OP9 is the lean meta in this moment. But in OP10 you get a lot of cards. So,
Yeah, in OP10 it's actually
rise
one
up,
of the best
probably.
decks, honestly. The most controversial
The
one.
most controversial deck, because a lot of people just say it's bait, or just say it's too strong, or just say it's brainless, or just say it's skillet. So we have a lot of discuss about this deck.
Yeah,
For me,
yeah.
Marshall D. Teach, in this moment, a lot of people don't play this deck in the right way. Don't play the right build, because it's the start of OP9. Don't play the deck in the right way. It's hard, probably. For me, it's not brainless. For me, it's a little bit skilled. We have to see at this max, but probably can still lose from Doflamingo. So the direct contender of this meta, probably. Because it's so aggro, and Teach against Doflamingo, I don't know if I have some good plan in this moment. For that, I just said a lot of people don't play right this deck, and I am one of them, because I have not played Teach enough.
I won't play Teach because I hate the deck, how it plays, but I think it's good. I don't think it deserves being like lower on the tier list.
No. Yeah,
like,
I think it's
people
the
are
deck,
underrating him.
The deck where you have to always tech against, because it's present in the meta.
You need to consider him.
It's the only deck probably you have to consider always. You can still consider Doflamingo, but when you pick the deck, you always think about Doflamingo. But you have to always think about each. With each deck you try to pick in this. I think the people have to find just the right game plan and the right way, the right build. So I will put in tier 1, in my opinion.
Yeah. I feel like it doesn't matter if we put him in tier 1 or tier 1.5, because it's probably going to be like top 2 or top 3 deck. We don't really care about it being tier 1 or tier 1.5. Really doesn't really matter that much.
Okay, boys, that's it. We have Gianluca here. I will leave his Twitter in the description. Just follow.
Thanks,
Gianluca.
bro. As always, it's a pleasure being here with you.
And that's it. See you in the next video. Bye bye.